I'm going to walk you through our 2021 Math Year at a Glance. On the first page, you'll see a table that features our 5 guiding principles for math teaching and learning. We have purpose-driven work, rich and meaningful tasks, equitable discourse, questioning and curiosity, and valuing diverse thinking. We've had these guiding principles for the last 3 or 4 years, so hopefully they look familiar. These principles drive all of our work as we think about quality math instruction. And this table outlines some key teacher and student actions that support each of these 5 guiding principles. When you get to the next page, you'll see the standards for mathematical practice. There's 8 of them, and these are ways that students want to be interacting with math in your class. You want to think about infusing these standards into your lessons to help ensure that your students are developing as mathematical thinkers, communicators, and doers. When you scroll down a little bit more, you'll come to this link. This link was put out by Achieve the Core, authors of the Common Core. They took into consideration the fact that we were virtual in the spring and that we don't really know what this year looks like. And they made some recommendations about what content to prioritize and deprioritize during the 2021 school year. We highly recommend checking out that document for more details. But also, we just want you to be aware that we took that document into consideration as we laid out the year at a glance. I'm going to go ahead and click on 5th grade, but you could click on whatever grade you're teaching. When I get to the 5th grade standards, the first thing that I notice that jumps out at me is that these are Common Core standards. Our district is making the move from Pennsylvania Core to Common Core. The standards are very similar, especially in K-8. But the Common Core is more conceptual, it's richer, it's deeper, and it ensures our students are really doing math, not just regurgitating procedures. So this document helps you understand each of the Common Core clusters and standards and what quarter you'll be teaching them during the school year. I'll also highlight that in bold, you'll see the aspect or aspects of rigor that are aligned to each standard. This document just gives you a big picture overview of all of the standards you're teaching and what quarter you're teaching them in. A couple more quick points to make. As I scroll through 5th grade, I'm seeing all these Common Core standards, but I do stumble upon a Pennsylvania standard at one point. I see it right here, finally. MO5 DM 212. Occasionally, in your year at a glance, you will notice a piece of eligible content from Pennsylvania that is not in the Common Core. Although we're using the Common Core big picture, if there are any Pennsylvania standards that are not explicitly embedded in the Common Core, we called those out. The other thing to highlight is that you might notice that some standards don't have an X anywhere. The reason for that is that we took Achieve the Core's advice. If we had all the time in the world, we would cover all of the standards. And if you're able to do so, do it. Teach these 2 standards in the 4th quarter. But if we don't have time, if you can't get through all of your standards, we have identified, in this case, these 2 as standards that are less important and you don't need to cover them this year. That's an overview of our year at a glance. Basically, it gives you a big picture view of what you're teaching and when you're teaching it.